Good morning everybody, and welcome to my channel. Alright, so we are working in this truck that's been sitting for 20 years. And here's the truck. Pickup truck. That truck. Right there. Feel the dust. We just got it running Friday. It started. We just had to change the battery. I'm surprised it still started for 20 years. Ain't that bad. But the back rear brake shoes are locked. So I didn't bother recording. Thought that there was gonna be a quick thing, but it's a project now. Both shoes are locked, and I just got the one side out. Finally, it took me a couple of hours to hammer the junk out of it, but here it is. I just sprayed it with lubricant, and that's all that rust particles in there. All the shoes were literally solid right on it, on the drums. I had to hammer the shit out of it, but here's the pieces of it. Now we just gotta do the other side. Hopefully this side comes out easier. There's just shaft right there that goes in here. Here's the bolts. To remove that, hammer it, and that comes right out. Now we just gotta take this bearing out of here. This pin here and this clamp here. It should be easy to remove. Now we gotta untwist the hub out, and then hopefully it comes out a lot easier. I'm gonna hammer the snap out of it to get this side off. Alright, let's get started. Tools that you need is a flathead screwdriver and a magnet. Come inside the hub, pull this clip off, snap ring, grab the magnet, and then pull this pin out. Don't lose the magnet. And then if you're lucky, you could twist it off. Nope. So we need a chisel and a hammer. Not exactly as a chisel, but something to help me spin it. There is a special tool. I don't feel like going to the front of the shop to get it. I mean, we might need it to put it back together. Spin it in circles. Has these notches on it. There's a socket and has notches on it, like jaws that goes right in between these notches, and you can spin it. Alright, let's get this drum off. Alright, we got the BFH. So let's hammer the snap out of it. Hopefully you guys have enough lighting and see what the...
Where'd it go?
Where'd it go?
It must be up in the bed.
It went through the bed frame. Alright, we got a replacement. This is the BFFH. Oh my god. Yeah, right. Maybe. Oh my god. Alright. I can't even spin it. Alright, let's figure out how to get this off, and I'll get right back to you guys. Been whacking this shit for a while. Trying to figure out how. I mean, the other side took me a while too. I brought a tool with me. Hopefully it'll work on this side. It did work on the other side. I don't know if you're familiar how firefighter uses jaws of life. It opens up with hydraulic pressure like a jaw. I mean, it won't crush anything like the ones the firefighters uses, but it'll help it out big time. let's get this thing started and see. Hopefully it comes out. All right, hopefully it works. Give it a quick whack. See what happens. Something's happening, so it's working. Put these jaws in the bottom. Damn it. Hopefully that works. This will be the final blow. Nope. This piece is still not coming off. Let me get this off real quick, off camera, so I don't waste the batteries on it. All right, there you have it. I got
it off, guys.
Woohoo! We're still good. Alright, that's how you take it off. A day later. Alright, so since these pins here that holds these shoes in place like that, but I like to replace them if I could find one. Right here. Yeah, they broken off. This holds the shoes like that in place. This is for the parking brake, to set the parking brake on. But what I like to do to open up a spot on the floor, take these gently off. Hopefully they come off with the tools that I brought. There is a special tool for it. Alright, let me get this apart and I'll show you how it looks like. Alright guys, it's been a minute that I did rear drums. It's finally apart. We did get the cylinders. We're gonna be replacing these as well because they're a little rusty. We might have to take the plate off. We might have to put some heat on it. Alright, let's get started. Alright, got the last one to go. I didn't need to use the torch. If I tap it with the hammer, where's the hammer? There's the hammer. Chick-fil-A. Alright, I'll take it off. Alright, just like that, I got it off. Don't worry about the brake line since we're replacing it anyways. Ah, shit. Forgot about this thingy. Yeah. Alright, there's parking brake cable we gotta remove. Cramp these fins down and it'll come right out. Alright, there you have it, guys. Here it is. This is how it looks like. And here's the back. You gotta take these two bolts out of here to take the cylinder off. You gotta take this off, see if we could reuse it, but maybe we should just replace it, just to be on the safe side. Alright, and we're gonna sand this down a bit, make it look shiny. Brake line, we're gonna be replacing that. It's just that rusty. I don't even know if it works, but as long as we get the brakes working and the brake paddle stops the truck, parking brake, I don't know if he wants to replace it or not, but we're just fixing that up because the owner wants to sell it. That's what he says. All right, let's get the sandpaper or the wire brush and get all that rust out of here. All right, so it's the best I could get it cleaned. So you can see, if you can see it, that's the best I could do. Off camera, I straightened this plate back up. It just happened. I used the drum, just laid it on top and just hammered it down with the hammer. That's what I did, and it looks pretty straight enough. But let's just continue working and put the cylinder on it. The brake cylinder on the hole here. Don't come with the freaking thingies neither. I gotta reuse them. Clean these up. Okay, I found both thingies. For the cylinder here, I already installed it. That's how it looks like. These things here, they go inside the boot here. But I like to lubricate them first a bit so the boot don't get damaged. Alright, so let's get to it. Here's the end of the brake line. Got attached to this rubber hose here. It's brand new. It was replaced once upon a time. Hopefully it'll come out with these line wrenches. I got line wrenches. If it doesn't come out, I'm gonna put a little bit of tiny heat with the little torch that I have. Hopefully I can crack it loose. Alright, I got it off, but I cheated. I broke the line and I just put a socket on it. Use the impact gun to get it off. Alright, let's go get a line and get it made. Alright, so we're gonna end up using the same piece because I was gonna put a newer nut on it and it was too small, and because of the backing plate is too deep, I wouldn't be able to twist it or turn it and it's gonna suck. So we cleaned it up already. Clean. I had to screw tap it out with a bit to get the old piece out. Got the new brake line. Always make sure it goes in first before you start tapping it out. So here's the flaring kit. Simple tools. Look at the one that you need. This is too big. Get the tiniest one there is. Goes into it. Just like so. So we need this to hold the line in place. Always make sure you get the side with the tapered on it. With the you will know the difference. This side is flat. This side it just goes into like a ditch. That's the side you need to flare it up. And then you need a vise. Put it on in place like so. And then you put the line from this way. Alright, straighten up the line as the best as you can. Put it into the hole that is meant to be. What I like to do is to grab the piece, make sure it's even. To get that perfect crimp. I know there's a tool, hydraulic. You put it in, you press it, and it crimps it for you. We don't have that tool. I'd rather do things old school. Now, close enough. Use the bottom piece. See how it steps down? Big, small, and smallest. Let me get down. Make sure it's flush with the line. Let me see if I could. Oh my gosh, everything's going stupid. No, it's too far up for you guys. Alright, you see it? You put it on the bottom like this. Make sure the line, the tip of the line is flush with the bottom platform here. Move it back like so, like so. Come on, man. Hey. There you go. Move it down just like that. Make sure everything is straight. And then tighten these butterfly nuts I always tighten the bottom one really tight. And the top one, I go tight too, but not too extremely tight. Because you're gonna crush the line. And it's stupid. Make sure the line don't go back when you're tapping it. Put this piece in the hole. Put this on the side. Make sure it's straight. Because it looks like you did it and it looks good, but then you won't have leaks. Thank God I never had any leaks when I do this. I like to take the time. Just take your time, it's not a race. This you could go really tight. Make sure you got that nice and smooth. And then you take it back off. Make sure it looks good. And then you go back with this. And the thing is a double flare, as they call it. There's these bubble flare ones that suck ass. They're junk. That's like the stupidest freaking thing they ever made. I like to go back and forth to get that smooth. And then you take it out. Jeez. Like so. And there you have it. I don't know if you could see it. Hopefully that's good enough. Hopefully it doesn't leak. And then you grab the nut and you go forward. A little crippled. Make sure it spins. And there you have it, just like that. This is the side with the cylinder. Did this side first because I gotta do the stupid bend that's on it. Let's go back to the drum. There's that ridiculous bend that I gotta do, an F. And here's the old one. People like to do is bend it the closest way as you can with the old one. I like to do that as well. Since this is the rear and it's only this short, doesn't really have to be exactly on point. So what I'm gonna do is start putting the plate back on with this on it. First things first, actually, let me just do a quick bend. There is a tool to bend these, but it's not hard to bend. You don't want to over bend it and kink it, but a smooth bend. All right, then I'll show you. Simple as that. I like to wet my thumb with some type of and I just do one of these, like massage it while putting pressure on it. That way it'll bend easy. Smooth bend, just like that. Put this stuff back together and put this on. Hopefully it goes on. Alright, there you have it. Plate is back on. That's how it looks like. This is the tiny spot that I have in the back. Gotta figure out how to take the bleeder off back here to bleed the brakes. And then I gotta adjust the shoes to the drum. We're gonna buff out the drum. Drum is still good. And the shoes will do the rest. Alright, let's finish the brake line. Just like so. Put it back where it goes. Gotta hook it up on this hanger here. Best thing about this, it doesn't take much to bend it. Now there's a tool to cut these. There you go. There's a tool to cut these, and this is what it is, a pipe cutter. You twist to close it. Put it on these tracks here. Two little rollers. And then you spin it around in circles. Hopefully you guys can see. Comment down below if you can see. And you just spin it in a circle, one, and then you spin it just a little bit, and then you spin it again. Just like that. Cuts it just like that. Here's how it looks like. Now, when it looks like this, we open this side to clean out the edges. If I'm doing it wrong, comment down below, let me know. Or should I get that fancy tool? And then you do this. Just like that. Just like that. Alright. I'm gonna use the original 1-2. Put it in. Just like so. And then we just bend it over to where it goes. Always make sure it starts straight. You don't want to cross thread them. Hopefully that looks straight. I don't know. Don't feel right. Always double check. Cause it's always make sure you have it nice and tight. Alright. Alright, we're doing one side at a time because we got to do the other side as well. This side is completely shot as well. Alright, we're done with this side. Let's go back outside. Finish with the shoes, put them back on. And finish up the one side. Alright, we got the shoes ready. Got the parking brake back on. Now the difference is one is thicker, one is thinner. Okay guys, well, here's the tool to put the spring back on. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If it works, cool. If it doesn't, we just gotta get some pliers or vice grips and flathead screwdriver and try to spread them springs over to this notch here. Well, alright guys, unfortunately we ran out of time and it's time to go home. Please like and subscribe for part 2. It will help me a lot. If you want more videos like this, help me get about 500 likes and I'll keep making videos. But thank you very much for watching here on my channels. Peace.